Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what's the documents that actually carry along with you as you're moving towards the court when such a declarations have been made and the entire real estate of the deceased has been identified? What is it that you carry along with you to the bank?
Yes. So most importantly, you need to have the death certificate of the deceased person.
Yes.
Then you need to have the letter from the chief.
Oh, okay.
Listing all the beneficiaries. And then most importantly, you also need to have proof of ownership of all the properties.
Oh, okay.
So if you're talking about land, you need to have the titles, you need to have their current search,
Yes.
just to ascertain that by the time of death, the deceased person was the registered
was actually
owner.
the registered owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have cars, you have to present the logbooks. You know, just something to prove that the deceased person was the owner of the properties when they were dying.
Okay. Is actually the entire of that process insulated against forgery? That maybe somebody can get the letter from a chief, which is actually not true, and still get the letter of administration and maybe some other documents that are basic requirement for access of the real estate, and
now for the documents.
Yes.
That is why even for the titles, you see, when I talk about land,
Yes.
you bring the title deed, but you also
Yes.
have to conduct a search.
Yeah.
You know, a search comes from the lands,
Yes.
so it comes together with the what? With the land, the title deed.
Okay, but anybody can do a search, right?
Yes. Yes.
Anybody can
Yes.
do a
Anybody
search.
can do a search.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it means that it's not difficult to acquire that document.
It is not difficult to acquire it, so long as you follow the process. You go to the lands department, you pay the 1,000 shillings. you
Yes.
get the search.
So now you've already done that. So I'm just asking, is that process actually tamper-proof to the extent that it's only the right people who can be able to do the entire of this process of inheritance?
Yes, it is, because now for you to, because you know, there is always that lineage.
Yes.
We call it the order in which the order of consanguinity, the order in which your beneficiaries can inherit property. Now, for example, the law specifically puts the spouse as the first person on that
The
order.
law, now that's the law.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Puts the spouse as the first person
Yes.
in that order. Now, if it is you, then your wife becomes the first
The face of it, yeah.
on
Okay.
that particular
Okay.
order.
Okay.
Then from there you have the children.
children.
Then from the children you have your parents, that is your
Yes.
father, your mother. Then you have your brothers, your sisters, their children. Then you have your half brothers.
Oh, okay.
You have sisters, then the children. Then we have now any other person now up to the sixth generation.
Okay, so as in, let's say for example, in a state whereby you are not in very, very good terms with your wife, and maybe it happens that you guys have divorced, still they can still be able to inherit. Maybe you divorced but never got married ever again. You are a deceased person. They still appear top list.
Now, this is a very tricky thing when it comes to succession. And one thing is that under the law of succession, a wife means something a bit different from a wife as described in the Marriage Act. and I will explain.
Okay, sure.
I will explain. Now, you see, in the Marriage Act,
yes.
the Marriage Act is very specific.
Yes.
It states that for a marriage to be valid,
Yes.
you must have a marriage certificate.
Certificate, yes.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
So right now, if you are in a marriage and you don't have a marriage certificate,
Yes.
in the eyes of the law,
Yes.
There's no marriage.
Yes.
You are just cohabiting.
Okay.
Now, under the law of succession,
Yes.
a wife, someone can come in. Let's say someone maybe you had children with at some point.
Yes.
That person can come, or your former wife can come and be declared as a wife for only the purpose of succession. Yes, for only the purpose of succession. Now, this has brought so many chaos.
Everybody repeat that council.
I'm saying,
Yes.
when it comes to succession, someone, I've given examples of someone maybe you had kids with, or maybe your former wife or former wives
Yes.
can come in to claim, and they might be considered as wives for the purpose of succession only.
Okay.
Yes, you get me. Yes, for the purpose of succession only.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to succession, when you look at what a wife is, it's a bit different. It is not that strict as the Marriage Act is and describes a marriage as people should have registered it. So that now it remains so strict that any other person who doesn't have a marriage certificate with you then cannot be considered as a wife.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's why you see, especially in our Luya culture,
yes.
siku ya mazishi inakwanga chaotic. People just
it's not only Luyas. I think the western part of
and part of
Nyanzas and
watu wanaanza kukuja huyu nilikuwa na watoto na yeye. Why do you think they do that? They always have their eyes fixed on something.
Maybe it's because of the properties or something.
Definitely. Okay.
Have you seen actually somebody actually who got nothing?
As a community, you always say that wamefanya vizuri juu wanafanya nini, wanaleta watoto.
Yeah.
At least watoto wajulikane. But of course, we are humans. Kuna kitu pia.
Ushaona maskini kabisa, labda somebody actually totally poor. And now he has ati watoto wameletwa kwao.
Yes.
Ati alikuwa na watoto, mimi nilikuwa bibi yake, alikuwa maskini oihae.
Yes.
Have you seen such kind of things arise?
Alikuwa maskini.
Yeye ni maskini tu. And he is deceased now. Sasa mtu anaanza kuleta watoto wake sasa ati.
Yeah, I've seen that, but you know the reason why they do that is just to some of them do that just to make these children be considered as part of that family.
Okay, so
yes.
Mambo ya shamba angalau anaweza gawiwa mali ya jenge. Okay.
You see, even in our cultures, hata kama mtu alikuwa maskini ana property, but kuna kashamba pale.
Yeah.
And you see, let me tell you, 100% of these succession courses, the most contentious property hata si magari ama pesa manini inakuwa hizo mashamba.
Yeah.
Like in the village, what will people be fighting for? Una gari, you don't have that much money, hata una a bank account.
But at least gari is not a priority.
But at least uko na kashamba pahali. Hiyo shamba ndio inafanya nini, inapiganiwa. In fact, when you look at most of succession cases in the up country, most of them, when you look at the estate, it doesn't include any other thing apart from the land. Yes. So hawa watoto wanaletwa so that in case waanze kugawanya hii
shamba wajue kuna watoto
wengine.
Tuko wengi hapa.
Especially for those who are never
watu wawili hapa na sisi tuko hapa.
Yes, especially for those who are never introduced. You know, us men are sometimes funny. You get children outside there and you don't even tell anybody.
But I think we also take it too long to discover that there's not so much huge of a consequence. Introduce them, man. It is better off that way.
To me, I would say it has a consequence because now, if they are children and you don't introduce them, then what is the effect?
What I'm saying is that we fear most of the time of not introducing them because our fear is normally that maybe we'll interfere with the peace and tranquility in the
that is the fear.
But yet I think
would you rather wait? Would you rather wait for this fateful fateful date when you are now being married is when people are now coming and causing chaos and introducing children?
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want that, especially for the people you are leaving behind.
Yeah, sure.
So you rather just introduce them. But basically, the major reason why they are being introduced is at least to secure their right when it comes to even the sharing of the property.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because they might be left out. And you see, okay, it is not a must that they be introduced. Kama mtoto ni wako, hata asipokuwa introduced kwa matanga.
Yes.
And if the process of succession begins, then the mother brings to the attention of the court that, listen, there is a kid here who is a kid to the deceased. Then that kid has a right to inherit, just like you are the kids.
Yes. So what is the most misrepresented facts about laws of succession?
Misrepresented?
Yes. What are those facts that maybe as a lawyer, you know in the public domain, it has misrepresented to the public?
Now, most importantly, is the aspect of equality. I mean.
Oh, okay.
Now, according to the law, property is supposed to be shared equally among the children.
Yes.
Yes, it's supposed to be shared equally among the children. So if we are having land, then that land should be shared equally, unless there is consent that mimi nitapata nusu na niko sawa nayo, mimi nitapata, because during the confirmation date, you all of you go to court.
All of you have to make an appearance.
Yes, you have to make an appearance.
Yes, and it is true that
and the court will be looking at that mode of distribution schedule you've written. Yes. You see, you write all the beneficiaries together with what they have agreed to inherit. So the court will be asking, where is so and so? Let ID yako tuone, you bring the ID wanaangalia.
You are the one. And they also make a comparison with the person before them.
The court has to ascertain that ni wewe. Anaweza kuwa ameleta
imposter.
So anasema wewe umesema utapata nusu eka, uko sawa nayo? Uko sawa. Kila mtu ako sawa na madini amepewa? Tuko sawa. Then they confirm. Now if even one of them says mimi sijatosheka na yenye nimepata, you are thrown back to the drawing board. And you see, court will not want to interfere in the first instance. So what the court will tell you, go sit down, have a meeting, agree. Yes. The court will intervene only at a point where it now feels that hapa hakuna agreement inatokea. Na unajua sasa ikifika mbele ya court, now it is
is now subject to the court to make the decision. And now it's going to be divided according to the law.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that is number one. Then number two, this aspect where people think that female children are not entitled to inherit.
And more especially the land, when it comes to the land.
Yes. Land and even just the general property. That's a seriously misrepresented fact.
Oh, okay.
Girls, or rather female children, have a right to inherit, just like the male child.
No, equally.
Yes, equally. Unless they denounce that right themselves.
But they'll be married. You see now, I think...
and that is what people say, that they'll get married wherever they are going to be. But the law doesn't recognize that. As long as that beneficiary is a kid to the deceased, whether female or male, they just have the same right to inherit.
Because if we look at the chaos that also brings again to the family, whereby the brothers, you understand the way shags look like, huh?
Yes.
You're building there, the brother is building this other side. Then now, when it comes to succession, then you've subdivided again for Naliaka. Now Naliaka comes and sells it to a stranger. See, those some of those things that maybe makes it not so practicable.
So sells.
Because she's rightfully inherited it. It is her property. She can choose to the person she sells it. And now the family is forward looking. See that what about if Naliaka sells this thing to even some of the people that we don't agree with? And you see now, we've lived in this compound for generations.
But you see, that's not a problem. That's not a problem to. That's not even a problem.
It is.
You see, what happens is every child has a right to inherit. And once you inherit, whatever you do with your property, the property you've inherited, that is totally none of the business of
then I think that law is actually not solving the problem of that society.
Why?
Because if at all I'm trying to describe something to you here.
If I'm getting you, describing a situation where someone inherits.
Yes.
And then maybe you fear that person will sell.
Or sometimes they even do.
They do.
I was in church the other time.
They do.
And I saw some of the live conflicts that people are having, and I was walked around.
That is not an argument we'll put before the court, and the court allows it. Because, you see, once you are entitled to inherit and you inherit, whatever you do with the inheritance, now that is upon you.
What I'm saying is this. When the law is actually being drafted to serve a certain community, it should actually be able to be forward-looking to foresee certain things. That the probability that this lady will sell this shamba here is higher than this, even though it also exists with the men, but it is higher, almost guaranteed, that they will sell it out.
So they should they should not inherit just
maybe they should inherit maybe other property, other things in the real estate.
Now, let me tell you,
include land.
You see, what you inherit,
yes,
or what you don't inherit, that is now upon you as a family. You see, the reason why we have so many chaos in succession cases is because families don't sit down to agree.
Oh, okay.
Because if you sit down, if this person accumulated a lot of wealth,
yes,
then you sit down and agree. Mashamba tutapatia this and this. Pesa tutapatia huyu na huyu. And then they are okay with it. There's no problem. So if that girl child decides that yeye amepewa pesa ama amepewa gari, so ana haja na shamba, that's okay. As long as it's agreeable to them. But akinsist anataka pia akuwe patia hiyo shamba, umtampatia. And the court will side with them.
Then the court leaves that family in ruins thereafter.
But why should you let the court to come and distribute that property when you can sit down as a family and talk? And now that is even the reason why most of these succession cases, they have taken too long in court. We have succession cases which are in court for the last 10, 15 years, 20 years. Why? Because families keep on fighting. They don't agree. They cannot agree. Families...
like this, let's say, for example, you say because there are some ladies, I'm not saying all, but there are some to whom, yes, have that entitlement. They're part of the family, yes. But their reasoning sometimes might not be geared towards cohesion of that family. So you haven't seen such kind of scenarios?
I've seen.
So it means that if at all we've taken our shamba, mine is here, my brother's is here, and she also takes this other one. That's the only shamba that dad left, where we can build and maybe farm a little bit. And she takes it and sells it away. You see, she's crippling our...
Then why can't you then talk to her so that you can now buy it and retain it in the family? Because the moment it is passed to her, it is her property.
But the court can actually tell her that we are giving you this shamba. But should you desire to sell it, then the first consideration is your brother's.
No, the court cannot do that. the court cannot do that. When the court is confirming a grant, it confirms the grant as per the distribution schedule provided.
Yes.
It doesn't add some conditions on them.
Yes.
Not unless it is a property that is being held in trust for minors. You see, if there is a family which still has minors, then we have to have a person, one of the administrators, who will hold the properties in trust for the children until when they attain the age of 18.
But I one thing that I don't understand why the courts are unable to do that, yet that is because the first, just having a mention that the first people to consider should be your lineage. They still might not be having it, and you still might end up selling. But you can be able to explain yourself that, yes, I floated it out. I needed the money. They didn't have the money. I got somebody with the money.
Now you see now,
but at least the law has protected against that she has to actually give priority first of all to the lineage to now, ensure and affirm the cohesion that family going forward.
No, the court doesn't meddle into that. Whoever the person says the land to, that is a local arrangement amongst you.
And that's why I'm saying that maybe that some of these laws that might have been maybe copy-pasted from elsewhere, that does not actually necessarily fit the real needs of our society in this part of the world.
But don't you think also the law will be getting too, how can I say it, too controlling when it does that?
Well, you see, that you've not curtailed or handcuffed the beneficiary from selling that her property. What has just only been mentioned that considering these factors, therefore, you shall give priority to your lineage, and maybe you can even prescribe a period can be prescribed to it.
I'm understanding you, but I don't think if that will help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The law just is where pata mali, whatever you want to do with the properties.
Yes.
It is upon you. But of course, as a family, you can sit down and agree. Msema mwenye anataka kuuza, And we have such conversation. I remember even in our family, at some point we had such a conversation. There's a cousin of mine who really wanted to sell his piece. And he was saying, in fact, he's the one who approached us and told us, I have an idea of selling this piece of land at some point. So hiyo time ikifika, kama any one of you atakuwa na pesa, I would rather sell it to him so that ibaki kwa familia, which is a good thing. So it is just a matter of agreeing as a family. Approach. Kama wanafika bei, wacha